Emanuel Muniz taking on KO Chris Thomas for the second time. Power Slap number 13, June 27th, going down at the Fontainebleau. This interview pre-fight is brought to you by and powered by Headrush. Manny,
What's up?
glad
What's
to
up?
have you back on the airwaves once again. KO Chris is the opponent that you're going up to next. We know KO Chris doesn't mix words. He's very vocal on what he thinks about you and every other welterweight in the division. How excited are you to get back up there and prove it once again that you can come victorious?
Yeah, it wasn't really wasn't on my bingo card, but I'm excited to get back out there and compete. Excited to get back. Um, I've been working really hard, been working trying to fix a lot of things, and kind of a disappointing year last year. So, excited to get back and get back to where I should be and doing what I should be doing.
For sure. KO Chris was the last victory you had. You've since lost 2 matches to Anthony Blackburn. Do you feel that this is a number one contender match for an opportunity against either Azael or Blackburn, whoever wins the title on that date?
Yeah, I feel like I'm kind of in a weird position here. I mean, if he were to beat me, I think yeah, he gets his rematch all day for a belt. But if I win and Blackburn wins, I don't really see how that plays out. I mean, obviously, I would love to get back in there and fight for the belt, but just one win and fighting for the belt again, for the trilogy again. You know, I know they were close, and I would love to do it again, but I don't know. It makes the most sense.
I hear you.
How do you say, like, fight wise? I think I would need to do another one still, but.
Understood. I mean, lots to be desired there in that match. We'll get into a little bit later. But do you think this match being 3 rounds versus 5 changes anything? Does it give you or does it give Chris a little bit more of an advantage?
Yeah, I mean, like off top of the head, probably you would think it would favor Chris, but if you go back to our last match, first 3 rounds I was dominating him really really badly. So, um, I don't see how it helps him in any way, shape, or form. His chin's a little more cracked than it was then too. So, I'm not concerned about the rounds at all. I'm glad I don't have to do 5 rounds, if anything.
Understood. I mean, I'm sure you've been able to watch his match versus Chris Debo. Did you see, glimmers of the KO Chris of old, or do you think he's still the same fighter that you faced?
I mean, I don't think he's changed at any point in his career for the better or the worse. He just ran into Chin. That he just ran into someone who could take it, and that ended up being his downfall with me. But because he watching even back on our match, he had good slaps up until about you could see in round 4 he kind of started to taper off, and you could see he'd kind of lost it. But his first 3 slaps were good slaps. They weren't any different than the other slaps that he's ever thrown. And then even against Blackburn, aside from like a minor step, which was very very minor, his the same slap as always, and it was a good slap. It was a great slap. He wobbled Blackburn, but unfortunately his chin just didn't hold up in that one. So I don't think he's changed in any better or worse. I know he's supposed to be living a healthier lifestyle now, and hopefully he is, but I don't think it makes any difference.
Mhm. I mean, the first time around you were victorious. Is the game plan going to be identical to how it was the first time, or are you going to kind of change things up a little bit?
Obviously I'm always working, trying to perfect my craft, trying to perfect my slap. I feel really comfortable where I'm at right now. Um, I'm definitely a lot. I'm in a lot better shape, a lot healthier now. I mean, I was in great shape then, but I just over this last year I've just continued to grow and get stronger, get bigger, and all that faster. So I feel great where I'm at now. Game plan wise, I mean, it's gonna go out there and I want to get it done as early as possible. I'd love to get it done in the first lap.
Yeah, I mean, you were able to put Chris down. So if you're focused on the offensive side and continue to improve that, does that mean you think this match is going to be over early?
Yeah, no, I think definitely get it done, but just like kind of like you said, it just kind of takes that elite focus. I got to go up there. I got to do my job. I train really hard, and I got to show that.
For sure. I know rankings don't mean anything, but you're still holding down that number one contender spot. You're going up against number 5. You said earlier it wasn't on the bingo card for you. Is there a chip on your shoulder that they're giving you someone, midway down the ranks?
No, I kind of was, interested in going down in rank a little bit, kind of working my way back up because, kind of like I said, I'd already had the match with Blackburn 2 times. I know it's going to take me some time to get back to the belt if he, holds on to it. Um, so I didn't mind that part at all. I was a little like, about a rematch again. I feel like I've faced so many people, once or twice, and I know Azael is a possibility again, even too. So it's like another rematch to look forward to, and even like the outcome of the title fight. I mean, in the end, I'm gonna have to do a rematch with whoever holds the belt. Um, so I was like, about that. But at the end of the day, like I'm excited for the opportunity to get up there. Um, Chris, obviously, promotionally wise, I think makes a lot of sense. It's a great, opportunity for him, um, to kind of redeem himself. But for me, it's just an opportunity just to cement myself where I'm at and where I've been.
Absolutely. KO Chris watching this interview, as you know he will. What do you want to say to him?
Nothing. I expect more from him this time. So, I'm excited to see him up there. I know he's him. So, I'm sure we'll get a lot of energy, a lot of antics, and I expect that I enjoyed that. I'm looking forward to it. Really.
I hear you. You face both of the guys in the welterweight championship match coming up here, Anthony Blackburn as well as Azael Rodriguez. How do you see that match going?
Man, that one's a tough one for me. Both are real tough. I think it could go either way. I mean, Azael, um, he's grown so much since even when I faced him, and he's come so far in the sport. I know he has good power, good chin. I think where I get a little nervous with him in this match is that he moves. He moves now. He does that little head dip thingy, and Blackburn doesn't move a lot. He's kind of hard to get a reaction out of. So if we're going to scorecards, I would probably favor Blackburn.
So is that your prediction? Blackburn by decision?
I can't even say I have a true like whoever wins, but I think if I had to guess, I don't necessarily think Blackburn's gonna get finished. I don't see that. But if it was to be Azael winning, it would have to be by finish, I think.
Gotcha. I ask you a couple questions. I mean, dude, you've been in the league now probably, I don't know, 8, 9, 10 fights now. Um, who's hit you the hardest? I can kind of run back some of the names: Blackburn, Thomas, Young, Debo, Drain, Azael.
No, I know for sure the one that hurt the most. The one that hurt the most was Cole. I always say that one. That one hurt the most. Um, he was probably the only one where I was like, "Fuck, dude, I really don't want to go get like I don't want to go get hit again. That shit hurt." Like, um, round 3 was coming around. I was like, "Damn, dude, I really don't want to take another one." Like,
Mhm.
I had to convince myself to like, all right, you got this. I wasn't even scared of getting knocked out. It's just like this shit hurts.
Yeah.
Um, but and then it would be easy to say, Chris hit me the hardest. Obviously, he's the only one who's actually moved me a little bit. So
Mhm.
mm, his are weird. They don't necessarily hurt, but they do their damage.
I hear you. What do you think your biggest accomplishment yet in the sport is? Was it the victory to get the title at welter?
I mean, yeah, that'd probably be like the easiest one. I think it's just been more so my growth from match to match. I think that's what I'm stunned and accomplished by. Like the person that I've become, and I think if anything more like that's what I'm more proud of than even just becoming the belt holder. I think I'm just happy with like how things have turned out over the last 3 years of my life, how I've grown so much in these last 3 years of life. Um and excited to see what we have left.
Absolutely. Appreciate you joining me. Look forward to seeing you again in Las Vegas. Take care, travel safe, and we'll see you back up there for against KO Chris for the second time.